Hi, here's our next project. Join me. Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am going to do the January through April subscription card kit. And you get the ink, a little ink pad, a 2x3 stamp block, and you get an exclusive stamp set for sentiments for all of these cards, and it's a variety of sentiments, which are so perfect with the cards when you just wait till you see them. These are the cards that we're going to make. We will make all 11 cards, and we're going to make 2 each because that's how the kit is set up. Now, I will tell you that these are the instructions. So simple. I mean, look at that. They're like 2 or 3 lines for the most part. You have a variety of cards. So you've got the slimline cards, and then you have the regular A2 cards, and then you've got some multiple fold cards, which are, always fun just to add some interest. And that one's 3-fold. This card is 4 folds. And then we've got some just regular single fold and half cards. So lots and lots of different printed backgrounds. And I like how the backgrounds are printed on the back side of the card too. So you get all of these die cuts. They're designated which card they go to. So everything is just super simple. You get 2 sheets of each. And, they're almost self-explanatory. Now, the fun thing is, I love colored envelopes. And look at all those pretty colored envelopes that you get. And you can put them with the cards that you want. I did not do that at the end. I showed the envelope, but I think it's obvious which ones get the hot pink envelopes. So I am just, for the least amount of confusion here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut up the die cuts and kind of lay them out. So it's easy to find card 1 and card 2 and card 3. So I'm just going to speed through these. Okay, we're going to get back to putting the cards together. So I've done all the sorting. Think I've got everything with its correct background card. And I'm just going to be popping out all of the die cuts for each card. So each card gets its own separate set of die cuts. So these are cute little envelopes, all different shapes and sizes and colors. And we're going to go ahead and fold the card so you can see where there's the score line. And you might want to get your bone folder out, and which is in another room, and I didn't go get it. So I'm just using whatever kind of tool I can find here to get the crease real sharp. So that happens to be our tool that helps lift things off of the page when you put them on kind of crooked or incorrectly. So that's actually come in very handy. So look at how cute that is with all those little envelopes. So I really think it's adorable, and so I am just going to go ahead and put the envelopes flat on the card, not give it any dimension. And I'm just kind of eyeballing to sort of make it equidistant from top and bottom. And I kind of like to put an element on each end, and then I can just take the center element and put it equidistant, eyeballing in between the other two elements. So it just makes it super easy to do it that way. And I'm going to take my new block that comes with each kit. I've got a bunch of these blocks now, and they're really handy, and I find myself going after them all the time instead of my thicker block. Still like my thicker blocks because your fingers kind of can sometimes get in the way, but these are just so handy to have right next to my video area here. So what you want to do is put your sponge down, and these are all new stamps, so you want to season them, which I rub them against my skin and then ink them and do a initial test of the how well it's been seasoned on some scrap paper, making sure I get a good complete stamping. And so the other thing you want to do, and I'll probably say this a number of times, is hold your stamp in place for a count of 3 to 5. And that allows the ink to absorb into the paper that you're stamping. And you will get a better impression from your stamp if you hold it in place for a little while. Like I said, I usually count to 5. And, you know, ever since I've started doing this, and this suggestion came from one of the close to my heart artists that works at the corporation. They give these really wonderful Facebook, if you have made a purchase of a special, and they're going to do or even like a workshop, either a card or a scrapbook workshop, they do Facebook Live videos, and then you can actually access the videos at closetomyheart.com afterwards to help you put things together. But when they are giving these workshops, they are giving you so many tips. I mean, I've been with Close to My Heart I've been a consultant or a maker since 2008, so a long time. 12 years? No, what is that? 14 years? Holy moly. And I've worked with the stamps and workshops for years before that. I never heard this tip. And I tell you, it has made all the difference in how I stamp. So I'm using some foam pop dots to, I want to call them Pop Tarts, to raise the envelope flap and the little sentiment scalloped thing to just kind of give some dimension. So it's always nice to give a little dimension, whether you're scrapbooking or card making. You know, paper crafting, it's such a flat, it's weird, it's such a flat art that adding some dimension just adds interest. I mean, a lot of things add interest. You know, different embellishments add interest. Black and white with color adds interest. But dimension adds a lot of interest to this flat art. So, I mean, even like if you're doing oil painting, you get some dimension. So anyway, I like to, I'm not going to put it on every element. Some elements need to be flat. And that makes the dimensionality mean more. So you want to make sure on these that you get the bow going on the right direction. They're kind of small, and so if you don't have your glasses on like me, you know, you might miss that. So, see, there's the bow. So we've got a pile of presents here. So clearly it's going to be a birthday card, and we've got these little puppies wearing their party hats. So too cute. Just too cute. These are foam double stick pieces that come from our shaker windows. So, you know, I haven't made a shaker window in a long, long time. And so I need to make some more. But you use the outer rim for the shaker window, and then all the inside is cut up to be foam pieces to use for just this purpose. So look at this sentiment. Woof, woof, hooray. I think it's cute. So you want to get the excess ink off of your block. Probably not necessarily with your finger, but I have a little microfiber cloth that I just keep damp and keep it in a craft box and have it handy to wipe off the stamps. Sometimes the fingers are just so handy though. So we're putting up little flags to make it look festive. Super cute. So this would be great either if you have dogs and you're giving it to somebody who's a dog lover, or if somebody that has dogs, you don't have dogs, somebody has dogs and they're having a birthday, this would be great. They'd appreciate the little puppies. Anybody who loves dogs always going to appreciate a little puppy, especially a little paper puppy. Don't have to clean up after them. So both of my dogs are 13 years old now, and one of them is getting kind of rickety. The other one you couldn't tell any difference, but the one is just really showing her age. It's weird how the dogs can be so different, and it's the small one that's showing her age faster than the big one. It's kind of weird. So here, that's a super cute card, and I like this. These cards in this group are they're varied. So you have the A2 cards, which is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card, like this. And then you have the slimline cards, which are really popular right now. And that's fun. Then the last cards that we are going to make are going to be multiple fold cards. And especially the last one, it's very cool. Talk about dimensional. It's very dimensional. So if you're making this kit along with me, then I went ahead and I'm going to do both cards. So we're going to do all 22 cards. That gives you some time to watch how they're put together. Mind you, I may say this later on too, that there are 22 cards. It took me 2 hours to do this. So, but think about all the times that you'd run out to the store to get a card that you've forgotten about. And, you know, it gives you a good opportunity. You're saving money. 22 cards times, say, an average of $8. That's a lot of money. What is that? $176? I'm not good at math. Anyway, I am going to play some music and you can watch me put these together, and then I'll catch you on the other end. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and ring the bell and leave a comment. See you on the other side. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to talk to you about this trifold card. So you can tell on the inside, on the white side, where the score lines are to fold them. And so you want to make sure that the charcoal gray is on the inside of the peach. And so what you want to do with this card, after you get your circles nicely stamped, you are in my thoughts, which is always so nice to tell people that you're thinking of them. You want to take the flowers and the little leaf section, the curved leaf section, and attach it to the circle. And so what I do it both ways. The first time I put the circle down on the card and then attach things. That's not what you want to do. You want to do it so that you're attaching everything to the circle separately and then attach it onto the card. And you want to make sure that the bottom part of the circle doesn't have any adhesive on it, because then it will kind of stick to that charcoal part. Or you could put it up high here. That's not what they show in the instructions. They show it kind of low with the circle kind of coming down over the charcoal gray. And so I'm just kind of using the anti-static pouch to kind of unstick some of the sticky. So this curved part goes to the bottom of the circle. And so you want that to be free on the edge, on the far left and right edge of where the leaves and the leaf and the flower are. You want that to be free so it doesn't stick either to the card. So I'm putting some of the foam dots on the bottom of the little, well, that's the bigger flower. So you have a bigger and a little flower with the yellow center. And so you don't want the sticky to really come through on that other side, because you don't want it to attach to that gray part. So this is really the way to do it, is just kind of stick it to the circle and then attach the flowers. With the foam so that they stick up just a little bit. And then the little flower goes on next, and it kind of overlaps the bigger flower. So then you kind of, now I still have some sticky. So you have to kind of pay attention to where there's sticky and where you don't want it to be. So I'm just going to, I use that anti-static pouch sure comes in handy, and that is part of what is sold on my website there. So there we go. So those came out real cute, and you can put a nice little note on the inside. So I like that trifold. So you have something a little bit different that you're doing, which difference always nice. Now I like this card a whole lot. I like that big kind of a sapphire yellow scallop to go with the wonderful sunflower. And these are like little stamps. They kind of have a little serrated edge to them, kind of like a stamp would. So you're going to do a thank you card, a thank you on one of the squares, but then the other square is going to go underneath the flower. Don't know where I am, if it's... Sorry, I stepped away and had to get some adhesive. So, just filling my tombow. And I'm attaching this. Once again, I'm just kind of looking at the card and seeing generally where those two squares go. So I'm going to go ahead and put stick the leaves down flat like that, and then kind of pop the flower. Look, isn't that pretty? That is such a pretty sunflower. So I think that's really pretty. And it's, it's so simple to do. So, you just can't beat that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put those down. It's probably easier to do the stamping before you put it down, but this isn't too bad to do the stamping afterwards. So those are nice bright green leaves, aren't they? They look really nice with that yellow. I love the sunflowers. Those are just gonna make somebody smile when they see them. So we have, this is a thank you card. So we're gonna, now you can make these whatever you want, but the stamps are kind of suited to the particular, you'll see what I mean, but the particular shape that they're going on. See, that's perfect for a square, that thank you. So it's like it was really made for that. So I kind of like that. I mean, it's cut just for that square is made, or the way they designed the stamp was made just for that square. So you always want to clean off your stamps with that little a damp micro cloth. We also sell that. And then put the stamp back onto your stamp holder sheet so that you can find it. I can't tell you, sometimes I don't do it and I lose especially little tiny stamps. So okay, now this card coming up, the Love You More card, is really a cute idea because it's filled with hearts. So what says I love you more than a whole bunch of hearts? So I think that was just really cute. And they've got, you know, these kind of different colors of yellow and raspberry that, you know, they're a lot of contrast to these. So, and of course I love the gingham check. That's always so cheerful looking. That's Daisy. Daisy making noise. They're fussing with each other. So I'm just doing the dry run here, just kind of putting the it's so silly. Oh my goodness. So there we go. That's how it's going to go. And the hearts actually get moved up a little higher so that you stamp directly onto the bottom of the card on this. And the smaller hearts I'm putting right down in the corner where it's kind of hard to see, but each heart has kind of a stitched line around it. And so I put the little heart just at the very bottom of the stitching. I mean, so that the stitching shows, but it's right there, right above it, just barely above it. So you don't have to think too much about where to put it. And I'm just kind of making the hearts equidistant down from the top and over from the side. Look at how nice that bright raspberry goes with, I don't know, we used to have a color that was like saffron and Sundance. That's sort of what the color looks like to me. But that raspberry, that's our color of the year right now. Up until August, it's our color of the year. So it's just a really hot color now. Okay, so there's my hearts. I'm going to go get my little, well, you want to make sure and wipe off any excess ink so you don't get excess ink on your card. That's always so aggravating. So love you more with all those hearts. That's cute, right? So see, you can see those stitches. They're stitch lines. So it's very easy to line the smaller heart up towards the bottom. And you know, that charcoal color heart, I mean, look at how that stands out. And it doesn't, I don't know, I always thought that black hearts were kind of not such a good thing, but it looks really, the contrast is just so good with these. Having problems with my Tombow. It's acting up, totally acting up. So here we go. Almost done with the hearts. So we just have one more card to do after this. And it is, it has 2 accordion folds in it. So there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4 folds in the next card, but it stands up, so it's real cute. Took me a second to kind of get with the program on this one, I have to tell you. Put my stamp back. So we have all these houses. Clouds, got 2 clouds for each side. Couple of suns. Some more clouds. Another house. And then we've got, these are roofs. Those are roofs for the houses. And one has a chimney. And then we've got a big tree and a small tree. So, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I'm going to fold. I'm going to put off thinking. That's what I'm doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and do what I know to do, and that is stamp. And so I've kind of picked out the cloud that is supposed to get used for the stamp. And it's that cloud. And it says, I think it says, "So happy you're here." And it just, see how that fits perfectly on that cloud? So it was made to go there. Now you can, if you can fit something else on that you want to use, that's fine. But that was really made to go right there. So that's the last of our stamping. So I'm going to put my stamps away. Put them back in the plastic bag. These don't come in our usual holders. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how does this go? Heaven forbid I should read the instructions, right? So there's one fold. And then that fold, so like I said, it's an accordion. One goes one way, the other goes the other way. And so it opens up like that. And then you're going to attach the greenway and the road up the center so that it's like that. But I haven't figured out how it's going to. Now look at the instructions on this. See, this one has instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and put, you see what I'm doing? I'm putting the hard part off till last. So I'm putting the house on there, and I'm going to stand the house out just a little bit so it can be out a little bit in front of the trees. So the trees are going to go into the background on either side of the house. So, and the house is going to go down on the grass and in the center. So, and then the roof goes on with its little chimney. So this is the bigger tree that's going over on the left-hand side. And then the small tree goes, they both go behind the house. See, so that's cute. It's a little house on the hill. And then this little cloud only gets attached to the one side, and it hangs over the fold. Same thing for the sun and the other cloud. So I'm just putting some adhesive just on the one side. So I have to think, I take the instructions and I go sit and think about it, because I can't quite figure out how you close the card to fit in an envelope. But I figure it out, and it's like, oh geez. Sometimes you embarrass yourself, you know? So it goes like that, and I'm thinking, does it have to fold this way? the easy thing is you just push it over to one side, and that's how it folds. But it's not connecting. It's not connecting in my brain. What I do use, now I am using a different adhesive here. See, I had to go and sit and think. So I'm going to use a different adhesive. I'm using Red Line. I think it's, people call it Red Line. It's a super strong tape adhesive. And I don't have it on a dispenser, so I'm just cutting it. And I'm just putting it on each edge of the... Can you tell somebody's hungry? So each edge of the grass. Now this is, I put the super strong adhesive here because that is going to get a lot more flexing. And I think it would be, I think the Tombow would come apart more easily than this super strong Red Line tape. So it's going to go like that. And then I'm going to put some more on this side. Put several pieces. And trim it. And everything's sticking to it. It's really strong stickum. So I'm going to go ahead and take them apart. I mean, take the backings off. And there's a lot of static that's with that red backing. And so it sticks to my hand. It's been sticking to my hand. But that's okay. So here I am putting it, attaching it to that corner. So there we go. See, it just folds flat. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some Red Line on the one side there. So it hangs over. Look at how cute that is. Is that not adorable? Goodness. When I finally figured it out, it's embarrassing when you realize how simple something is and you just made such a big deal out of it that you couldn't figure it out. But I'm putting my roof on my pink house. And then I'm going to put a piece of Red Line on the other side of that house. You know, and we're almost done with this whole kit. So we have made 22 cards, and this is double time. So it cut the time in half. So this is 22 cards in 2 hours time. So I think that is just so bloomin' cute. I have a little bit too much stick in there, so it sticks to the, there we go. How cute is that? So it just kind of stands up on its own. So now that I've got that, I can, you know, go after the second card. And I hope you like this card kit. I just think that these cards are really cute. They've been fun to do. You know, they have the slim line, the A2s. They've got trifolds, and this one's 4 folds. And it was just super, super neat that we got to do some different kinds of things with the cards. And now that once you do something like this, then it's like, okay, I can do that. I got that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put everything where it belongs. The little sun, whoops. Little house is going to go. Stand up a little bit. Then I'll put my trees behind. I've decided just taking off the backing, let it stick to the plastic. is easier to handle, and then put the item on top of it and pull the dots off. That's what I decided was easier. And then we put the little tree, one tree there, and the other tree on the other side. And I love how there's, just adds a little depth, right? So, I don't know. I really like this. I really like this card set. So, there is a part on the website where it talks about subscriptions. And that's what this all is about. These are subscriptions. I've done the Scrapbook Subscription. This is the card subscription kit. And the cheapest way where you don't pay for shipping is if you buy a year of the cards and scrapbook for that matter. If you buy a year, then you get the shipping for free. And they charge your card when the next series comes in. Or I think they charge for the year. They charge you for that. And then they will send you kits during the year. So this is a 4-month kit, so you get 3 kits a year that are for each month. So there we go. There's that little house. I haven't put the grass down. I have to put the grass down, silly. Not thinking. So anyway, please once again subscribe to my channel and ring the bell and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these subscriptions. And, if you like to send cards out, you can save money instead of paying anywhere $8 to $10 for a card. And you've got these cards available right in your home. And you don't even have to pay for gas, which has gone up, to go out and get a card. So that's why I like the subscriptions. And it's been very beneficial to have cards on hand so you can send them out easily. So attach one side, and then attach the other. And then my little house is going to go on there. Just like that. That is so cute. And that's how it goes in the envelope, for a regular A2 envelope. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all the cards out so you can see what they look like. And get the big picture of all the cards that we've done here. Now, remember, you don't have to make all the cards at once. You could make them as you need them, but to tell you the truth, you get faster as you do them. So it's much easier and you don't lose pieces when you do them all at one time. So look at how cute these cards are. They are so cheerful. I mean, they're just so cheerful. I just think they're really cute. And here are these wonderful envelopes to go with them. We've got the long envelopes and the A2 envelopes. So super cute, right? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate any time you spend time with me and watch what I'm doing. See how it fits? Perfectly. And then it stands up. Ta-da! We did it. Woohoo! Bye now. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.